So if I'm a disciple of Jesus, it's, of course, obvious, but also important to notice that he is the storyteller par excellence, right? We've got here God with us who communicates in these stories. And they're not only stories, they're poetic stories. They're stories that have this incredible imaginative richness, kind of a poetic strangeness that invites repeated contemplation. He also offers commentary after telling his stories, explaining the stories or explaining his method, explaining his desire to enter into a relationship with the people who are receiving the stories. In this process, he's actually crafting and shaping his audience. He's giving them the ability to access the depths and the richness of the stories that he shares. Finally, he integrates his stories into his life, which I find to be pretty fascinating, so that ultimately in his passion, his stories and his life converge. And this is the story, of course, that he's been hinting at over the course of his ministry. And then we get to a point where he's actually then living it out. And his disciples, his closest disciples especially, as his dearest and most carefully shaped and prepared audience, they then have to make a response about how they're going to react to that story.